My dearest listener, if you found this video today, your guardian angels have a special message for you. In particular, someone close is keeping quiet. They noticed that day when you looked at them differently. The angels say you may have noticed that someone close to you is now keeping themselves to themselves. They have been quiet around you recently, and you have not been able to put your finger on what it is that has changed. You'll have also found yourself consumed by all of these questions, even though you may not see what change has occurred. Something has most definitely changed for them. They noticed how you looked at them differently that day, and ever since then, they have been unable to think about anything else. It has made them seclude themselves a little as they try to figure out what it could all mean. So much of their time is now spent thinking of you and your situation. They have pulled away from you so that they can take some time to themselves without involving you in all of their current confusion. I repeat, someone close is keeping quiet. They noticed that day when you looked at them differently. Their silence has left you wondering what you could have done wrong and what you can now do to fix it. It has made you feel worried and concerned that it was something that you have done that made them isolate themselves from you. And while it was something that you did when you looked at them that way, it was not an inherently bad or purposeful thing that you did. That look you gave to them made them second-guess so much of what they thought they knew. The look you gave them that day seemed to carry a different weight than the weight that a look from you normally carries. It looked as if the meaning behind it was unlike anything they had experienced with you before, and they are frightened that they may have misinterpreted. But they hope that their instincts are right, and while they live in all of this confusion, they do not want to have to involve you in it too. The last thing they could want is to make you feel uncomfortable. They may be confused about how you feel and what that means for them, but they are very clear and certain of how they feel. There is no confusion there. For they have been hoping for quite some time that something more could happen between you two. But they have accepted that this may never happen, and while the thought of that has always greatly upset them, they appreciate and respect you enough to want to stay in your life in any way that they can. However, the look that you gave them that day has made that hope feel alive again. That look has reignited a spark that they worked so hard to try and put out. But instead of instantly talking to you about it and acting on these feelings, they have instead pulled away from you. You may wonder why they have pulled away, as that seems counterproductive to what they ultimately want. But people often react strangely when they have strong feelings and are frightened of rejection. The hope that they have has made them feel so excited that they are terrified to be let down if the reality is not what they dream it to be. That is why they have become more quiet. It is because they fear that the look you gave them might not mean what they thought. If they are right and you do have feelings for them, there is no reason for you to be fearful of letting them know it. You do not need to hide how you feel or shy away from being honest about your emotions. It is important for you to always live authentically, which is something you are great at doing. You know who you are and embrace your individuality, and that should be no different from how you embrace your individual emotions. They are an extension of you and thus should be proudly displayed to those that you trust. This person values you and what you two already have together. They already hope that there could be more between you two. So, you needn't be frightened of telling them how you feel if you want the same thing. You do not need to fear rejection. Anyone would be lucky to be with you, and you ought to carry that confidence with you at all times. It is not conceited to know what you deserve. It is not too forward to be outright and honest about how you feel and what you want. It is important to honor yourself and your heart in every way and in all aspects of your life. This person is struggling to do this themselves. They want to be honest with you about how they feel, but they are allowing fear to hold them back and control their life. You can help both of you by being honest and forthcoming. You can show them that you are a safe space for them. You already make them feel so comfortable, and you inspire them every day just by being the kind and loving person that you are. That is why they have found themselves being so frightened of rejection, because they know just how amazing you are. They understand that there are so few people in this world who are as fun and considerate as you. So the thought of you never being able to feel similarly about them is almost too painful to deal with. So instead of approaching the situation head-on, they have decided to run from it in order to avoid the chance of getting hurt. But it is also important to remember that pain is inevitable in life and that sometimes things do not go exactly as you had hoped. But that is because that course of action is not for you. It was only there to teach you something, and as long as you learn from these situations, you will only ever end up closer to your destined path. So in this situation, remember that you have done nothing wrong. Their being quiet speaks more of their own fear and self-doubt than it does of you. Do not allow it to make you doubt yourself. Just remember to be honest and true to yourself. Your feelings are valid and valued. They are important and deserve to be heard. You are important and deserve to be heard. Continue to live your life knowing that as long as you remain true to who you are and go after what you want, you have the power to create the life that you want. Everything will work out as it should, and all you need to do is trust the process and enjoy the journey. I want to end with a prayer for you. Lord, I lift up their heart to you in this moment of uncertainty and longing. Grant them the strength to embrace their authentic emotions and the courage to communicate their true feelings. Help them recognize their inherent worth and value, knowing that they deserve love and happiness in their life. Guide them on a path of self-assurance and remind them that pain and challenges are part of the journey, teaching valuable lessons along the way. May they trust in the process and find peace in knowing that they are loved and protected by the universe. Amen. Take a moment to allow these words to resonate with your spirit. Remember, you are loved and protected by the universe. Type 222 to claim this message and the blessings inside for your own. Try and leave a positive comment for other viewers who might need a positivity boost in their day. The universe sees it as an act of kindness that fuels the cycle of good karma. You'll be spreading positivity and receiving the universe's blessings in return. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. Did you know there's a possible image of your real soulmate that you can look at right now? It might be someone you know or someone that you haven't met. It's amazing how accurate these have been. You have to see the photo to see what I mean. Click the link in the description to get your soulmate sketch. An important message is waiting for you in the next video. Stay tuned.